Cheers, everybody. We are back for another edition of Bourbon on a Budget. TJ Pittenger, Ben Cock chewing on something. Oh, piece of pizza. Very good there.
Good. His palate will be fresh. Good.
And Brendan Sonnone. How are you gentlemen doing tonight?
Dandy. Great.
Very
happy to be here.
Very, very good to hear that. Ben's on mute, so we couldn't hear from him. Anyway,
equally as good.
Just like last week, Ben and I have no idea what we're drinking tonight. And so Brendan is going to try and wow us again. Last week, I mean, Brendan, we don't give a lot of props or a lot of shout outs or a lot of praise on this show.
Especially to me.
We're still not going to do that. But if we did, you did a fantastic job.
If you were going to say it was above adequate for Brendan Sonnone, for you did a decent job.
Thank you.
Yeah,
For me,
it was
garbage.
Yeah.
No, great stuff last week with the Four Roses single barrel. If you guys haven't checked that one out, pause this, go back and watch it. It'll give you a little bit better idea of what we're doing for the month.
It'll also give you a better idea of how amazing my palate is in comparison to TJ's.
Okay,
so
let's move on.
As a point of reference.
Mute him.
Let's move on from that.
Big head,
just
Ben.
a moment. That's what she said. All right, so Ben and I are going to turn down our volumes, not listen in. I'm going to make Brendan full screen, and he's going to tell you what we're reviewing tonight. Go ahead, Brendan.
I can go. You guys aren't listening? You're not listening? Good. Don't listen. That's cheating. All right. So we are going into the rye category for tonight. I'm going to do a little Pikesville Rye, which is a Heaven Hill product. It's a high proof rye at 110. Let's see. $55, pretty readily available. You can find it without looking too hard for especially like major cities. I actually got my first bottle by TJ and Ben in Tampa. What I like about this is it's a low rye. It's only 51% rye, which I think is a Maryland-based rye. It's going to have a lot of really cool flavors. We'll see if they pick up on it, but like chocolate, honey on it, and I get a lot of other fun stuff as well. So the rest of the mash bill is 51% rye, 39% corn, 10% barley. I'm not a huge rye fan, but this kind of blends like a perfect line of like bourbon and rye. So let's see if they end up liking it. All right, go ahead, guys. This make me look like an idiot.
We're back. I should just not pay attention to that. Let Brendan wave his arms like an idiot.
The fact that I'm on full screen, I can't see if you guys are reacting to it, so I don't like that at all.
I tried to stare at you because I could read lips a little bit. I'd pick up a couple of words here and there.
I whispered, it's fine. You can't read lips.
I try not to stare at Brendan just in general.
It's fair.
But I do have to keep looking back every once in a while because I don't want you to be waving your arms around like an idiot forever. I mean, I'd hate that. Okay. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
Have you nosed it yet, Ben? Very distinct nose. Can I just say, I think I know what this is.
Just guess it right now.
Do you want me to? Would that ruin the review?
No. Okay, I'll do it too.
You want to do it? We did it at the end of last week. I'll go first. It's the High West peated whiskey.
You're so far off. Are you kidding me?
The peated,
peated whiskey.
That's what it is.
No. I think
you don't have
allocated at all.
Nothing. Everything I sent you guys is sub $70 safe
on the shelf. Well,
on the shelf,
there are sub $70 that are allocated.
It's not. No, it's not allocated.
It's the peated finish, is what I'm trying to say, Ben. All right, Ben, go ahead. Guess.
TJ's not making it any better.
I was thinking
that wasn't it. That's not it.
You'll get it. I'll give you another guess at the end. That was awful.
I was thinking this was an Elijah Craig barrel proof pick, or not a pick, just Elijah Craig barrel proof. It's one of the releases.
Okay. Nah, too much funk on that nose. That's why I thought it was that. Though I think the nose is very funky. Not in a bad way at all. It's sharp.
I get funky on every single level. Funny you mentioned it. I get funky, and it's not bad. It's just there's a little mustiness to it.
Yeah.
Corn funk.
And that's why I thought it was that peated. What is it? Is it the Prairie or the
it's American? It's American High West Prairie. If you taste that, you will taste the peat so profoundly that there will be.
Well, I haven't tasted this.
Yeah, there's no freaking
way. That's why I just got on the nose.
Mm.
Do you like the nose, Ben? What do you think?
Do you think it's a rye then?
Could be, or it could just be finished in something different. I mean, we talked about what's left.
Interesting.
Finished. It's got a finish.
Price proof.
No. Finished, a rye, and a budget left, right? Because we did the bourbon the first week.
No, we did not do a finished one. Because
no, that's what I'm saying.
No, we don't have a finish on the list.
Okay.
I have. So we had the Four Roses, which was a standard bourbon.
Classic.
We had a budget whiskey.
Under
we
30,
had a cask strength bourbon,
Okay,
and
cask
we had a rye.
Okay. All right, let's taste it. What do you think? Well, what do you think on the nose?
What do you guys get on the nose? Yeah, it's
citrus, a good amount of like we said, funk. I don't know a better way to say that. Not bad. Not, like sometimes you get like sour beers and they smell like feet. This is not a bad funk at all. It's just a very bright citrus, maybe a little bit of floral.
I guess the way that it's the longer it's like sitting in my glass, I'm getting more of that funk. And that could just be that it's opening up. It also could just be that I keep saying that and then I'm looking for it.
It's like
I'm hearing it. Yeah, this is funktastic.
I'm gonna throw some nosy notes out for you guys. So with TJ, where I get orange on it is my citrus in my mind, and I get it throughout the entire palate. A nice like roasted like honey nut Cheerio kind of vibe, like honey and toasty nut. That's what she said. Milk chocolate for sure. The corn must is what I have on here. Leather, which maybe could also be kind of what the roughness, and then some cinnamon and brown sugar too. Like I think there's a lot going on this nose. I'm a fan of everything that I sent you guys. Obviously, I'm biased, but I like this quite a bit.
I'm trying to figure out like distillery on this. Like,
the taste is fantastic.
I don't think it's.
Don't get so caught up on guessing it. I feel like Ben, both of you guys, don't get so caught up on guessing it until
no. That was my first guess. Was that one? That's my initial.
It was an awful guess. We all agree.
Awful guess.
Suck it.
How's your
taste
mic?
Is fantastic.
How's your mic stand, Ben?
How's a what?
Mic stand.
Oh, it's great. It's really good. It's called my hand. It's really nice.
TJ,
very consistent.
It's fantastic. The taste.
Yeah, this is really good.
I don't really. I think it's just because you haven't been drinking it all for the past like week. It is not that much of a standout. No way.
No, I think it's good. It's got some of those notes that Brendan just mentioned. I definitely get some chocolate in it.
Yeah, there's definitely chocolate there.
Finishes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it finishes really strong.
In my head, on my first taste, I remember thinking this is higher proof than we drank last week. And so when Brendan said that one of the available ones left was cask strength, this checks that box for me. I think it's higher proof than 100.
Do you get a little bit of spice on it? It could be a rye that's a little bit higher than 100 too, or right around there.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If the mustiness is like a rye must, or is it a Heaven Hill must, or a Heaven Hill must, right? Like I was thinking, like maybe like does Evan Williams have like a cask offering? I don't know.
I don't know.
I just don't drink Evan Williams.
An Evan Williams cask offering, please.
Evan Williams single barrel, something like that. I don't know.
Can I draw your attention to this aspect real quick? Well, I'm going to. What I really like about the taste with this is, I guess it technically isn't a taste, the mouthfeel. Mouthfeel.
Thick.
Brendan's all about the mouthfeel.
Very thick, very waxy, very syrupy, but not overwhelming at any point. So it's unique in that standpoint to me.
Yeah, it definitely sits on the palate for a bit, So
it goes nice with the sweetness.
Brings me back to this is a higher proof. It's oily,
It is oily.
Not as much water.
Less watered down. Yeah. Okay. How about finish? I think the spice comes on the finish. I think it's peppery on the finish. This is the finish is the strongest indicator to me. I'm not guessing rye, but the finish is the strongest indicator to me that this could potentially be a rye or a bourbon that's got a little bit of rye in it. Because I do think it finishes peppery. It's not a super hot finish. It's not a finish that holds on for a long time, but I do get some pepper notes on the end of it. And then I don't think they're like super distinct through the entire drink, the nose and the taste. But then I do also kind of get a little bit of the classic bourbon flavors and characteristics once the finish comes around and ties it back up. Dude, if you take a week off from drinking, your palate becomes very noticeable to like all these different things. This is the best review I've ever done.
It is a very good idea.
Wait to the end, and then we'll see how it's the best review ever done.
Benchmark bourbon.
It is a good idea to take a week off or even longer because it does allow you to reset your palate in a way. That's a good idea for people to do if you're really into it, is to take a little bit of a break and also break the fear body. Okay.
Yeah. Never again.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out if this is. Man, a cask strength rye or cask strength bourbon. I'm leaning towards bourbon, but I could be incorrect. I'm not 100% positive. But the finish, though, I do like it.
I think it's a good finish. Okay,
I think the finish is the best part of it for what it's worth.
I've finished my glass of it, so that
already
was pretty
oh
good.
No, see, Ben's gonna drink all
poured you
night.
more.
This is all I got.
I poured you more. I gave you like
Thank you.
3/4 of it. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say it'd be nice if he did that because I know he's just gonna drink all night. Hey, tonight's your last night. Well, I guess tomorrow, right? Wednesday, you guys are on.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Dun, dun,
so
dun.
the best part is that I get like a 10-day head start on you.
I know. You should be like at my house, just like
I'm
drinking. I'm
gonna pop the biggest tuna poo at your house and drink it. I'm gonna chug the whole thing myself. Something being Owen. All right, you want to rate it? You guys want to rate this, or do you not want to rate it?
Let's rate it.
I forgot how we did it last week.
Rate it.
Yeah, let's rate it. And then once we get to value,
and then when we got to value, we tried to guess, and then we did value.
Cool. Let's
go.
Or
you told us what it was, and then we did value.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So on the nose, 2 points for Brendan. You're doing the.
Yeah.
Next week we'll have Forrest here. He'll be here for the main show. But he's not here for this. Next we'll show Forrest how to run the review. That way nobody has to do it.
Thank God.
2 points for the nose, 4 points for the taste, 1 for the finish. Ben, that's for you. 1 for cohesiveness and complexity, and 2 for value. We'll do the first 4, and then we'll try and guess what it is. And then Brendan will tell us what it is. See if Ben can go 2 for 2, and then we'll do value. So nose, I'm going 1.5. I never go first.
1.5, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nose
I'm at
really
1.25.
Oh,
okay.
That's not too far.
I feel like it's a little.
I know. He said
a little.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little musty. And like I said, I feel like this is a very acquired option here.
Yeah.
A mustiness throughout. And if you like the funk, then you're gonna enjoy this. You rate it higher than I would.
I like the funk.
Oh,
Nobody likes funk like me.
I hadn't
I
had
know
this.
about funk.
We got the funk. So I hadn't had this in a little while, guys. Like it's been a minute since I've poured it. And then so when I poured it tonight and I first started noticing like this is great. And as it starts settling, that funk starts showing up. And I was like, oh no, like did I make a horrible mistake? And then like within 20 minutes, it kind of settled itself and there was the funk, but like everything else was going well with it. So I love the nose. I think it's great. Because of that funk's there, but it provides this nice complexity with like the citrusy orangeness, the milk chocolate, the honey, again, the leather and a little bit of the spice as well. I'm going to go 1.5. I don't want to be a homer. 1.5 for me. I think this is a very high end, well above average nose.
Yeah, it's like an orange, a chocolate orange in a glass.
Yes, it is. That's a great one, TJ. Good job.
Thank you. Everything's got to be in a glass for me.
Uh,
One day I want Forrest to just go through every episode and cut up all the things that I said was like X in a glass, Y in a glass, Z in a glass.
Didn't we say it was like a baby in a glass one time?
Oh, let's leave that one out.
Okay,
put that on the OnlyFans. Okay, taste.
No. That you made. You somehow
Somehow
TJ,
you made it worse.
You somehow made it worse, but you did. Jesus. All right. Forrest, edit that.
Off.
Okay.
He's not in here right now. Okay, taste. What do you think, Ben? You start us off.
Taste. I'm going 2.75. I'm not blown away by this product.
That's still above
as much
average,
as I was. Yeah, as much as I was last week. What did I put the Four Roses on? Was it like a 3.25? I think.
You were only at a 3.
Okay, so yeah, definitely below that.
For you is high. Yeah.
Yeah. 2.75.
2.75.
2.70. Thinko.
All right, TJ. He's relishing this.
I'm going 3. I'm going 3 on this. I like some of the things that this taste does. I think the chocolate sticks with it. I think that the citrus, the funk. I think you like hear that word funk and you think like, not pleasant, but it's really good. So I like it. 3 out of 4. Brendan.
I'm in. Is it lockstep with TJ? I'm in lockstep with TJ.
Step.
I think
stepping and locking. I got lockjaw from TJ.
You're lock jaws with me. We've
pop and
lock
lock.
jaws.
You're in pop and lock with TJ.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
You're in bend and snap with PJ.
All right. So finish.
Bend and snap.
I'm going to give this a 1 on finish. I really like it. I really like the pepper that comes around. I like the classic bourbon notes that come. I was hard on taste, I think. 3 is not really being hard on something. But give me a 1 on this. I'll just be a full homer here.
Get it. You're not a homer if you're not picking it. But yeah,
this is out of 1?
Yes.
You gave it a perfect? Oh, God.
No, not perfect. It's like a
Yes.
0.8, but I rounded up.
1 out of 1. That's perfect. It's batting 1,000. Point
On base percentage is a 0.5. Oh God, you're the worst.
0.5. I think you're way more into this than I am. I feel like,
I mean, clearly, that's
like I said,
I
you
haven't had a
you haven't
drink
been
in-
drinking. You know, I could have given you swill, and you'd have been like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
I am again in lockjaw with TJ. I'm at 1. I think this is
Jaw.
an exquisite finish. It's one of the better ones we've had in the last. I mean, like the 50 reviews we've done. This is probably in the top 10 for sure, maybe top 5. I think it's great.
Really?
I think it's a good
Wow.
finish.
I'm gonna be interested.
What's squashing it for you, like to where you think it's average?
I feel like it's a lot of proof, but like,
okay,
but that's just what it is. I think it's just more proof than anything else.
Well,
And I love proof. Don't get me wrong, but I just need
proof it.
Yeah. Anyway, geez.
Yeah, it's a lot of proof. It's also a lot of viscosity. It's a lot of flavor, and so for that, I give it a 1.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Ben hates flavor. That's cool. No,
yeah, I hate flavor.
All right, cohesiveness and complexity out of 1. Ben, I will start with you.
I'll give it a 1 since everyone's so happy about this bottle. A friggin' 1. It's a perfect.
We peer pressured him into
perfect.
1, TJ.
Yeah, I was going to say it definitely gets the full half a point for complexity. For cohesiveness, I actually was leaning like a 0.75 here. But Ben talked me into it. Won me up.
You're welcome. I really love this bottle.
Well, you guys know that I love this, and I'm going to be in jaw step with TJ again. I think it hits both cohesiveness and complexity at a pretty high level. It's a 1 for me.
Let's go.
Homer much?
Simpson.
I mean, so we're going into this. So I'm adding it up. It's going to take me a little while because I'm an idiot. I got to use TJ. You want to add things up real quick for me?
Sure.
I can't add it.
Add it up.
Let's go. Calculator me. Or just remove the name of it, and I'll jump in there and do it.
Yeah, the name's not in there. I got mystery. It's mystery.
Oh, okay.
Mystery.
I can do this.
I
So
think Ben's
kill time. Talk. Ben,
Ben-
start guessing on Ben. Start guessing on what it is. You can do your. I'm not even paying attention, so you're good. I'm not gonna cheat off you.
Okay, good question. Do we get to know price before I get a guess, though?
No. Price is something you should guess.
Before we go to value. So let's guess. Start off. Do you have an indication of what let's go with proof. Do you have an idea of what the proof is?
I'm going to go 111. 111. No, that's not
it,
but I'll be within it. 111.
Okay. TJ?
Give me one. Give me one
guess of the proof.
Give me 107.
Ooh, that's actually a good guess. I like that.
Are we doing prices right, like where you can't go over?
No, just within 5.
Okay, within
5 either way.
All right.
Dang,
Is
now I know it's
age?
lower
Do
than
you want to
that.
guess what type it is, or do we want to guess age? I forgot.
Ooh, let's do type. Yeah.
All right. What do you think? What do you think I gave you?
Bourbon.
So you think it's a cast strength bourbon?
I think it's cast strength bourbon. Yeah.
Okay, TJ.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do we want to? Now, what do we want to guess? Do you want to guess the price? Do you want to guess the distiller? Do you want to guess?
Do price. Do price, and then we'll just guess the bottle.
Okay. Price. I'll let TJ start first this time.
Yes.
54.99.
Wow. I'm way lower than that.
$55.
I'm like
I'm not going to lose this by a penny if it's $60.
Jeez.
Ben's at what?
38.
Ooh, Ben hates this. Okay, so as we get into value, I will go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go to the points first for value, TJ, or do you want me to go down and tell you what you guys got right or wrong? We have before we get into value.
Yeah, tell us what we got right and wrong because that could impact our what we guess.
Okay, so for proof, Ben guessed 111, TJ guessed 107. It comes in at 110. So
Okay,
Ben's
got that.
closer, but you guys were both in the right range. For type,
Don't be Googling, Ben. I see you
You
typing.
I'm not
over there.
Googling.
both guessed a cask strength bourbon. It is a high proof rye, not a cask strength technically. It is a rye technically.
Really?
That's right.
110?
Yep.
Google my mind.
And people that were listening at the start of the show who are still here will understand why there's some confusion there. So for price, TJ guessed 55, Ben guessed 38. TJ, nail on the head, is 55 exactly.
Boom. Good news is I won't get anything else right, Ben, so you're probably in great shape.
All right, so it's a $55 bottle, readily available. And what do we have as we go into the value?
Ben's at a 5.5. You and I are about a 6.5.
Okay.
That was not that hard.
That was hard.
It's 55. This is $55.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And you gave it an above average score, but it's an above average price. So as you get into value out of 2 points, Ben, what are you going with?
Probably going 1.
No, I'm pretty significantly above here. Is this fairly accessible?
Yes.
This is not like okay. If I've got a 6.5 out of 8, that's really good. Give me a 1.5.
Woo, TJ,
it's maybe a 1.75. If you get a 6.5 out of 8, that's really good.
I feel like I rounded up.
Ben gave it a 4. Ben gave it a 1.5 above average, and then still only gives it an average value score. Like I don't understand that.
Well, it's a higher price.
You have to understand my greatness.
It is a higher price.
Yeah.
All right. What you pay for? You don't get 6.5s at $30. Sheesh.
Good. $35 was 4 Roses last week, and that was amazing.
Well,
no, that's not $35. That's at Costco. That's a Costco special. That's below MSRP.
Or
that's
Sam's
a $25 bottle.
Or Sam's Club.
Okay.
Okay. So $10 less than what we're still talking about.
Alrighty. So we have our totals. Before we get into the final here.
What's your value? Oh, okay. Here we go.
Do you want to guess what it is? I'm 1.5.
Go ahead, Ben. You're going to get it right anyway.
Dang, I don't freaking know. I'm trying to go through my head of like what is 110 proof rye that's on the shelf, readily available. So I'm leaning towards like some smaller brand. In my head, when I was guessing, before I knew this was a rye, I was thinking this is Old Granddad 114.
That's not a bad guess. I mean, it's wrong, but it's not a bad guess.
Right. And so now I know that it's not that. I was thinking, dang it, what is this? This is Wild Turkey rare breed rye. I'm going to be so upset about this. But it's not.
No, you know it's not.
You know it's 112 proof.
I can give you a hint. Do you want a hint?
No. I don't want no freaking hints. You know, jeez. Dang it. I just don't know what 110 proof rye is. I'm thinking I'm going to go with maybe a Wilderness Trail rye. I don't know if it's 110, but Wilderness Trail rye. I think it's craft. I think this is craft.
Wilderness Trail rye. That's not a bad
guess.
Riverset.
Like a Riverset rye. Oh, no, those are more expensive.
No.
Wilderness Trail rye.
Oh, that's not a bad guess. Yeah.
Riverset rye is cheaper than that.
Yeah, I really have no clue on like high proof ryes like this. I'll probably hear it and then cuss myself out for not thinking of it.
Yes.
Give me a. I'm going to be wrong on this, but just give me a Michter's barrel strength rye. I just can't think of anything else in that. I know it's not that, but I can't think of anything else up in that. Oh, it's not allocated. All right.
He's just done. Mute him. He's done with the American Prairie peated finish.
I can't think of anything else.
Is this Pappy? Is this Pappy 15?
All right, we got to wrap it up.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Ben, I thought both of you were wrong. Sorry to ruin the drama here, but both of you are wrong. Ben, you at one point we're starting to guess Heaven Hill products, and you were saying to have a Heaven Hill must.
I know, and I couldn't figure out what is.
So you were, and I thought you were going to get it. Now I lost one of our pack fights because I had this as a bonus one of just extra whiskey laying around. Both of you like this. Ben, you think it's an above average whiskey. TJ, you think it's a great value at this. So both of you need to owe me an apology. I should have won that one.
Any apology.
It is. I think an amazing transition between rye and bourbon. It's technically a rye, but only at 51% rye. Cask strength, Pikesville Rye.
Pikesville. Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Made us review it again.
This is such a underrated whiskey. that people overlook and they pay extra money for high proof ryes, or just don't view this one as a very unique, complex rye, but it's readily available, it's affordable, and it's right down home plate in terms of like it's kind of a bourbon, kind of a rye. It's a nice little hybrid.
Stand by my review.
A rye bread, if you will.
So Ben ended up giving this a 6.5. What did he give it last time? Do we
haven't reviewed this.
It.
Technically, it was included in a pack, but it has not gotten its full just due as being part of a beautiful review. This is beautiful.
That's $55 though.
That's a good deal. I thought this was good. Does Joe like this? Does Decadence Joe like this?
Joe Decadence. So TJ and I both went with an 8. I'm a homer. TJ just
oh my gosh.
Probably drunk.
This is why the crap out of this bottle.
This is 7.5. So
oh my gosh. What is it?
Be big.
Well, it makes the big board because that's just last year's.
Yeah.
Which you haven't updated yet.
All right, so through 2, I've gotten us, but my goal was everything above 7, even with Ben being cranky and giving it a ridiculously low
4 Roses
score.
Single Barrel is way better than this.
I agree they're both pretty close to each other, but this one has more complexity, more layers to it. I think that's where the extra proof goes. But yeah, it's an extra 100 or extra 10 proof, so that's where it goes. So yeah,
I should have stuck with my gut. I knew that when the spice came in, I would have never guessed Pikesville Rye. Like I just had nothing to throw it out with.
Well,
like
a cask strength rye wasn't one of our options. It was a rye, a cask strength bourbon.
I call it it's not technically. There's nothing on this labeling bin that says it's It's 110. It's nothing says it's cask strength though.
Yeah,
I said cask strength. It's a higher proof.
There are plenty of lower cask strength bottles out there than lower than 110. Anyway, not a big deal. I like it.
It is what it is. Ben fails. I won.
Interesting.
What do we have?
Brendan Month is a success so far.
Yeah. If you listen, I'm just gonna be a homer all month, so you're just gonna have to suck it. I don't know what else to say for that.
Interesting.
It is what it is.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Go back and watch Tuesday's episode where we talk about 5 whiskeys that you've got to have in your collection, and not only got to have, the only ones you need to have. Only need 5 bottles of whiskey. Brendan, you've got a few more than 5. But the only 5 whiskeys you need to have in your collection. Go check out Tuesday's episode. Interact with us on social media. We definitely appreciate that. Do you guys have any shout outs before we get out of here?
Nope, get out of here. Get on out.
Plug,
let go.
Talk about. Listen, a little bit of this left. Listen,
Mine's
until
gone.
Next week. Sweet, sweet drops of heaven.